I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to 6 PM content. Yesterday's 6 PM content was, I think, a little bit controversial for most people because there were several people saying that he was not good enough, too expensive, and of course we are talking about the guy that I still can't pronounce the name of, Quaison. He today in real life did absolutely nothing, which I'm a bit disappointed with in terms of Football Index, because I've had him for quite a while, but in terms of FIFA he has been nothing short of phenomenal for me. I mean, 11 goals, 13 assists, 10 games, all in Rivals. No weekend league on this account for me, but still just an insane player. I thoroughly enjoyed this card, and I'm so happy that I did it. In fact, I wish I'd waited until I played the 10 games, then did the review, because I would have given him a much higher rating than I did in the review. Not afraid to go against the grain. If I like something, I'm going to tell you, regardless of what other people are saying. That card is amazing, and I don't care what anyone says about the 3-star. To me personally, doesn't make a blind bit of difference. The work rates are irrelevant because you can tell him to stay forward. If he had a high defensive, then we might have an issue because he would just keep trotting back. But he doesn't, because I told him to stay forward. And I actually started using him as a cam because there was a player that was here, and I won't ruin the surprise for the review later, although you may see it on my transfer list in a bit. But the card that was there was going as the striker, and then Quaison was dropping back into the cam, and he's even better as a cam. Just mind-blowingly good. Love him. So glad I did it, honestly. Now, with that being said, where are we? SBCs. Have we been given anything today? I would be surprised if we... Oh, hello, Coutinho. I was going to say, I would be surprised if we were given something. That has no expiry. Need to look at that first. First and foremost, team of the season for Coutinho is a little bit on the interesting side, because I did toy with the idea of including him in the prediction video that I did. The reason I didn't is because he hasn't, like, he's played a fair few games, don't get me wrong, but he was sort of dipping in and out of the team. There was a period of time where he was touted to go back to Barcelona, and Bayern weren't going to pick up the option to buy him, and he just wasn't going to get played anymore. Bayern are actually playing right now against Union Berlin. It's half-time, but is Coutinho even on the bench? Because I know he didn't start. No, he's not. Now, I don't know whether that's due to an injury or whatever, but I know he's nowhere near the team. He may have even gone back because he's technically a Barcelona player, and I don't know the situation, so don't take my word for it. But the card itself, I would imagine, is going to be incredible because I love Coutinho in this game. He suits it beautifully. So, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, high medium, and then we've got some really nice stats across the board here. I mean, 96 acceleration, 86 sprint speed, 94 positioning, 86 finishing, 92 shot power, 99 long shots. Going to be really good. The passing is fantastic. The dribbling across the board is mental. Composure is a touch on the low side, but that shouldn't be a problem. Good stamina, you know, could be better, sure, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. And the strength is poor. But that is a great card. The interesting thing about that, for me, is that, I mean, I'm not saying I would want to play them in the same position, but if I went to have a look to see like a comparison between him and Quaison, is how I'm calling it, right? If I did a comparison between those two, would Coutinho be the better card on paper, or would it be that Quaison card? Now, of course, he has 5-star skills and a 4-star weak foot, so instantly people are going to go, oof, insane, so much better. But I would be interested. I'm not going to show you on screen. You just have to take my word for it. But I would be interested. I'm not saying he's going to be. I'm not going to. You wouldn't believe how close it is. There are two in-game stats difference between the two. 2,417 to Quaison, 2,419 to Coutinho. Literally 2 stats in it. Now, of course, Coutinho has much better passing, and he's got and Quaison's got much better physical and much better defensive stats. That's a lie. He doesn't have much better defensive stats. He's just got much better physical. So the comparisons are sort of, you know, random. But apart from the passing, honestly, it's very sort of one-sided actually toward Quaison. But I'm not saying he's better. I'm not saying you should go and get Quaison and forget about Coutinho. It's not what I'm saying at all. Not in the slightest. But it is interesting that people are going to love this card and think it's probably worth the money. And they don't think Quaison is worth it at all, even though I think he is. I'm going to stop talking about him because I've flogged that horse long enough. Now, 85 rated team, 86 rated team, 87 and 86. That is going to make him one very expensive cookie. That is a very expensive card. Rare Electrum is Rare Mixed is Premium Gold, that's 25k. The packs that they give back this year compared to what they gave back last year for players is shocking. I don't understand why. Well, that's a lie. I do kind of understand it, but at the same time, it's just not fair that the packs are not as good. Last year, an 87 rated team would have warranted probably a 45 or a 50k pack. The 86 would have been 35k packs or at bare minimum 25ks. That 86 is a 25k, but and again the 85 Prime Electrum, it's not a terrible pack, but it's just not what you want. Anyway, you're gonna have to wait to see what that's coming in at price wise, because that's going to be an expensive card. Do I think he's worth it? I mean, if you can grind it over time, possibly. I mean, he's got unbelievable dribbling, and that passing is going to be brilliant. It's going to be a very, very good card, and the skill moves and the weak foot, sensational. And I know I said I wasn't going to mention Quaison again. That card, by the way, I do really like, and I definitely think he's worth it. But yeah, if he did have 5-star, 4-star, I mean, he would be off the chart good. So I can imagine this card was just going to be phenomenal to use and a lot of fun. And it is a very good card. I mean, that's endgame in every sense of the word. You've got a little few things I'm sure people will pick up on. Oh, I wish the finishing was better. Oh, I wish the sprint speed was higher, and maybe the stamina. But I mean, the stamina's 89. That should be fine, right? But for me, that's insane. And I'd be interested to see the price, that's for sure. Talked about that long enough. Bundesliga kit is out. I mean, it's a bit basic, but it is literally just the Bundesliga logo. If that does it for you, then, you know, get to it. We have nothing else. Well, that is interesting. There is a rumour of a set of icons coming around. Now, I mean, I'd be very interested to see if we did get it, because if we did, they are going against what they said they were not going to do. They've rearranged this again, so all the players are now at the front. They were all at the back, and now they're all over the place. I don't know what's going on. Is the Belgian League back in? Because that was something that they took away. No. That's mad, isn't it, right? It's so weird more than anything else. They took out the Belgian League SBC because of one team's rating. Like, one team had the wrong rating. You couldn't really complete it unless you had everything perfect. And they took it out because obviously it's not fair. People are going to... Because the card didn't even play for them anymore, so you'd have had to go and hope that you could pick one up. And they took it away. And it's been like 3 days now, maybe even 4 at this point, and they've still not reinstated that league. I don't understand how hard it is to just change the rating from a 71 to a 67 and put it back in, or take the team out completely. Don't know. Anyway, should we see, as there are no new objectives or anything like that, should we see A, general consensus of this card, and B, the price? 90% of people said they don't like it. Okay, there we go. I'm actually very surprised. I mean, to be fair, 87% of people said they didn't like that Quaison card either, and 96% of people said they didn't like the kit. Now, the kit, I mean, I would imagine it's the same as the Bundesliga. No, the La Liga kit, right? What is that, an 82 rated team or 80 rated team? It's just the same as it has been. I'm stopping complaining about kits. It is what it is at this point. Let me go and open these very bad packs, and we'll talk about that Coutinho. So he's a very good card, and there are a couple of little things here or there that I'm sure a few people will find problems with. But all in all, I mean, if you can work towards it over time, take untradeable rewards from your rival rewards, and you just pick up packs here or there along the way, I don't really see it being too much of an issue that it's going to be that expensive, because you can chip away at it. And he's Brazilian, so he fits a lot of teams. He's got that Bayern link to an awful lot of good Bayern players. So you know, I think at this point of the game you get what you pay for. That card is going to be very difficult to beat in terms of quality. You've got a card that you can put in your team now and have there until FIFA 21 comes out, and will be unrivaled by anything you can put up against it. The other thing I was going to mention was icons. There's a rumour going around, of course, that they may introduce icon SBCs. They said they weren't going to do that at the very beginning of the game. You won't see any icon SBCs, and now they're going to, by the looks of things, by the sound of things. The rumour is, at least. What's going on here, then? Oh, I pressed it. It's just one of those FIFA things where you press a button and nothing works. So it'll be interesting to see if they bring in icons. If they do bring in icons, I can't see it happening until the end of Team of the Season. So, you know, you splurge all your coins. You've got your ultimate Team of the Season team. You're very happy with yourself. This is class. And then all of a sudden, hey, guess what? Icons are out. And now all of a sudden, oh, I want Figo. Oh, I want Pele. I want Ronaldo. I want that Deco. Yeah. Just, if they do it, man, I mean, people are going to be happy, but at the same time, people are going to be mad. This card is good, but is he worth the 8 million he's currently coming in at? He is actually down as 8 million. I can't, obviously, people have just completed that with icons just for the sake of it, but I mean, I think if you're willing to pay for it, you are going to get a card you're not going to regret doing, because Coutinho in this game is actually very good. Even his base card still has elements. I came up against it earlier, actually. He scored against me because I couldn't tackle him, because he's got that agility, he's got that dribbling. And with that boost that he has, he's going to be absolutely insane. I would love to know the price of him, though. That's going to be the interesting thing for me. So if I go back and have a look at the teams before we wrap up here. So an 85 rated team. Quizon had an 85 rated team, didn't he? So the 85 rated team is about 100k, there or thereabouts. I mean, that's with an inform as well. So the 85 rated team is actually going to be less than 100k. Are any informs required for any of it? No, not for any of it at all. The chemistry is not that high either. I mean, 75 is, but like 60 and 65 isn't terrible, I suppose. Was there another player that could maybe have had, what's Madison? Madison's 84, 85. So 90k is an 85 without an inform. I want to know the price. Because I don't want to guess, because I know I'm going to get it wrong, and I know people are going to be like, wow, you just don't know anything. So I'd rather just like get it kind of right. There we go. So an 87 rated team is 185,000 coins. So that's 185k. That's around 90k. So before we even get to the 86 rated teams, you're looking at a lot of money there. I mean, that is touching 300k if you don't have anything in the time of day that you buy it and such. I'm just looking for an 86 rated team now, and then we'll know the price of it. There we go, we got one. So that's 130,000 coins. I forgot what the prices were on the other ones now. 130,000 coins, 120,000. You're looking at well over $500,000. That is a mental price to pay for that card. So, is that worth, what, 550, 600k? I'm just guessing, because I kind of forgot what the prices of the other ones were. But yeah, let's just assume that it's going to come in around 600. That's a lot of money. What? Who else is 600k in this game? Like, that has like just come out. 600k. Give me a similar player. Let's just look at Marco Reus. 600k. Marco Reus is currently coming in at $1 million. Yeah, okay. Well, he's 95 rated, so he's actually better. And he's $1 million, so that kind of makes sense. Muller's an interesting one, because Muller isn't really a similar player, but Muller is, like, he's higher rated, and in terms of stats across the board, he's probably better. But obviously he's 6'1". He's got a high and average body type, whereas Coutinho probably has a lean body type. And they play different positions. Muller doesn't have the skills, but he's coming in at around 360. So I think Coutinho might just be like the right price. But, whoa, if he was on the market. Because it's untradeable, you'd kind of hope that he would be at least 100k. No, actually, no, 600k is too much. So, no, I think 500k would be between 450 and 550 is where he would be on the market, maybe 600 at a push. But I think he should be lower than that because you're going to get him untradeable and you're going to be sinking in, you know, your liquid asset into this. I'm not going to get into it too much. If you think it's worth it, then go for it. If you don't, then leave it well alone. You can moan and complain about it all you want, but it's there. Either do it or don't do it. But that card, either way, is going to be an insane card to use. I won't be doing it because that's way out of my price range. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. Let me know what you think of this card in the comments. Is it worth it? Is it not? That's the, I suppose that's the question of today's video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.